Okay, oh wow, really? Over 4,500 of these have already been ordered, and they were brand new about a week ago. Now, HALO, you see that name and you know, okay, #1 in portable power. So ears perk up, what is new from HALO? Well, this is called the Omni Ultra Bright Rechargeable Work Light and phone charger. Now, I've seen work lights like these. A lot of painters use them. A lot of people in construction use them because, you know, it gets dark. You still need to see what you're doing, and they give you a lot of light. Like in this case, how many lumens? Well, we will find out in just a moment. They also you can, you know, move them around. There's 2 different lights. So you can, you know, if you need to get up there in that corner and see, and then down there and see, and be able to hold it up like that, and have some magnetic ability, you have that too. However, this is HALO. So we have to talk about portable power. First of all, I bet you anything that this is gonna have the longest battery life of any type of work light you have ever heard of. But you can also plug your phone into it so you can have charge to your phone. And that's really important. This is like the ultimate tool for an emergency power outage because you have 2 light sources and you're able to get in touch with people. E308780 is your item number. Usually $48.50. We are on a Black Friday sale price of just under $40. Here are your colors. This one is the black. We have it in gray. And we have it in blue. Sarah Codalesi is joining us. She brings us all things HALO, and this is like a different kind of item from HALO, yeah. But I'm intrigued.
Right? I know, it's a whole new world, but we love it. So for over 10 years, you know, we've turned to HALO to keep us connected. Oh, look at that. You can see right into my messy closet back there. But anyway, you know, when we turn to HALO, it's always been about, you know, being able to keep connected. But I love the fact that we're venturing into the world of lighting because not just, you know, with standard light, this is actually 2,000 lumens. And you were questioning that earlier. Each one of these lights is 1,000 lumens. It's incredible. So again, got you covered in the event of an emergency. You need power, this is gonna deliver it for you. It's a task light. It's a work light, flashlight, all in one. But because we built in that battery for you as well, we have the ability to stay connected. Now, longest run times, up to 11 hours when you run it on the lower mode.
11?
18 hours.
Wow.
Yeah, 18 hours of additional talk time. So you can listen to me like click through this because each of these angles, they're articulating handles. So you can change it, direct it. On the end, we have that magnetic capability as well. So if you're working in your car, it will, you know, go over the wheel well, under the hood. We've got you covered there. But the bottom line is that we do have light. So I'm going to kind of put it to the test for you as well. So when we are, let me move this a little bit to give us a little bit more of a door for us. But I'm going to have my daughter turn off my lights here, and I will go ahead then and turn on my lights because I want you to see exactly what we're kind of looking at. Now, go ahead, you can turn them off, Laura. So this is a standard light right here. Light bulb, D batteries, and you can see right here, it's a really pinpoint directed light. And you know, in a pinch, maybe that's fine. So I'm gonna kind of pull this down a little bit. I'm gonna just click one button on the bottom and instantly, like, I'm gonna bounce it off the ceiling just because you can see how much light there actually is. So what's amazing is it has little handles on it. I can put it down if I wanted, but that same door, Terry, it's actually, you know, room filling light should you need it. I'm bouncing it again off that white ceiling because this looks like a beautiful, you know, well lit room, knowing that I have these lumens here. Of course, you're going to put it on a table. I just kind of want you to see, you know, the difference as I kind of scroll through. So again, I'll turn on my light. So Terry, pinpoints of light in front of me. That's it. That's all I'm getting. But then I'm going to bring up the 2,000, and that's how bright it is. So
and
it's
that's
it's
just
amazing
a
difference.
Flashlight if you were walking around. If you were doing work,
sure.
I've needed this when I was painting a room. And it started to get dark, and I had one wall left, and I was just like, I gotta get it done, I gotta get it done. I brought in a flashlight, it did nothing. I brought in a lamp took off the
Right.
lampshade. It did nothing. And I was having to hold it on something and it rolled off. This stays
Right.
put and it makes the room lighter. Seems like almost even lighter than it would be if the light was on in the room, at least the same.
Right, because it's a really bright white light, exactly what we're looking for. Now, keep in mind, you can dim these lights as well. Each one of these bulbs, it's Cobb lighting, so the latest technology when it comes to LED lighting, each one is 1,000, but you can actually dim them to 125 lumens. So again, you're going to get that perfect pinpoint of light wherever you need it. Now, this is also water resistant, so you can, there's a little cover right back here. You can bring it outside and you're fine. You're going to recharge it. It's going to take a couple of hours to recharge it. We have a little gas gauge right here on the back.
Okay.
Then we have a power button. So I've just turned that on right here. But I have both of my lights on. Terry, what you're showing us, there's a plus and minus right next to the power button. You can dim these lights as well. So I'm going to actually kind of cycle through and turn them off, turn them on. Now, if I wanted, I could have just one light on.
Right.
Second light, I'm going to flip it. I can then turn it off. But if I turn it on and then I want to dim it as well, again, maybe you just need a little bit of light. Maybe you're, going out, maybe walking your dog. You can kind of clip this, which I love. Clip this, and now you're going to perfectly be able to light, in front of you as well. So it's amazing when you think of why do you need a light? Well, every single family needs a light that they can rely on. And I love the fact that it's lightweight. You're not buying batteries. You're not adding weight to this. It's only 1.2 pounds. So it's super, super light.
And
but
then how do you
really
charge the
rugged
phone?
and easy to handle. Oh, this is great. So exactly the same port on the back. Let me go ahead and turn my light off. On the back, you're going to see a USB port right on the back. So you're going to use your own cable, whatever you're using right now. You're going to just kind of plug it in. And now, Terry, this is going to add upwards of 18 hours of talk time to some of your devices. I mean, this is perfect when you think of a power outage. I mean, power outages happen all the time for a multitude of reasons. But the fact that you're going to have a light, it holds its charge for months on standby, but you're going to use it. You're going to enjoy it. You're going to, have fun with it with the kids. Every single person loves having a flashlight that they can count on, whether it's, a pop-up tent in the house with all the couch cushions like we talked about before and blankets, bringing it camping with you. If you work in the garage, if you, like to tinker around, when you have the time, maybe you have the time when it's dark out, right, at nighttime. What if you need it for that emergency? You want to make yourself, lit as well. Now, this also has, when you hold in the power button, you're going to hold it for at least 2 seconds. It's actually going to turn on so you have a red emergency light like I have right here. So when you have it on there. So when you can press and hold that too, that's a whole nother level of why you need lighting. You're making yourself available and noticeable in the dark if you need help. So press it again, you're going to get that flashing light, and you press it a third time, Terry, and that light will come off. So I love that HALO, we've turned to them to help restore our normalcy. We've returned to them over and over because they're part of our plan when something happens, whether it be when you lose power in your, cell phone and you have to recharge it, even jump starting a car, air inflating your tire. We become part of the plan. This is yet another world that, we're going to give you the light that you need. And all the time you're going to say light is safety and light is security. Light is the ability to kind of restore that normalcy again when you and your family need it most.
Well, think about what you need. When the lights go out, when the power goes out, you need two things. You need light and you need a way to communicate with people.
Right.
This $40 genius little, this one looks like Wall-E to me. I'm sorry, from the movie. It gives you that.
Eyes, right?
This makes a really practical gift. I mean, think especially for somebody who works in the garage or works on craft projects or works on cars. I mean, like you saw, these are two magnetic strips. Anyone who owns a home to have this and be able to do the magnetic strip, right? You saw in the video, he popped that up above the electrical board, and he was able to see, because then the light was facing down on the board, exactly what he was doing. I mean, it's like every house should have this, but specifically someone that's like maybe a hunter, or they go out fishing really early and you need that light. You have an RV. So it could be a really fun, personal and practical gift for someone as well. And then they'll be shocked. They'll be like, oh, I've seen those work lights before. And then you're like, yeah, but you can charge your phone on this one. And then they're going to go, oh, okay, now I see why this is so special.
Yeah, and I love the fact that, you know, it doesn't have to be this directed, like, little pinpoint of light. I can like flush this away. And right now I'm using my ceiling to help demonstrate how bright it is. But I actually look like I'm well lit in the studio, and all I'm using is the Omni.
Right.
So the Omni is going to give you light when you need it. It's going to give you the dependability when you need it, because again, up to 11 hours of runtime for the light. You can dim the light. You can control the light and how bright it is. But at max, it's 2,000 lumens. That's like holding 2,000 candles in your hands. But, you know, being able to light an entire room, I think, is amazing too. So in the event of a power outage, Terry, like, it's normal, right? You're going to put this anywhere, put it on your kitchen island, put it, you know, underneath your TV, and you can direct the light. And that's what we love. It doesn't have to just stay in one direction. You can change it, move it around, enjoy the light hands-free.
It's $8 on Easy Pay. We're going to ship it to you for free, and you're saving $8.50 today. So why not pick up at least one? I'm sure you can think of someone who would love this as a gift. If you don't have something like this in your home in case of emergency, I certainly hope you're picking up one for yourself today. That holiday return policy is in effect for everything right now, so that always gives you that peace of mind too. Here are your colors. This is the white. We have it in black, and then we also have it in blue. 100 spoken for in this show, brand new just last week. It's been very popular. E308780 is your item number. Sarah, thank you so much. This was so fun.
Thank you. And I think I'm going to call this Wally from now on.
It totally looks like Wally.
It does.
Wally.
Okay, thanks,
I had
Terry.
a lot of movie references. The other one, real quick, which I just have to leave you with, is if this came out in 1980, let's say 2 or 3, then the police would not have been able to do Wrapped Around Your Finger with the 2,000 candles, because it has 2,000 lumens in it. I'm gonna leave you with that thought while we take a break. All the young people here are like, what is she talking about? Yeah. My producer was born in 1993. My name is Terry Kahn, but I'll be back with more movie references after this break for more practical presents. I'll see you in a second.